I understand that. And you know what? At the same time, we all try to do what we can do while we're working, while we're trying to get food on the table, while we're trying to get things ready to go for us. But at the same time, we often, we focus on all of the stuff in LA and around the area, all the crime and all the other things. There's a lot of news on that. And Jesse, I know you got some news articles. Anything going on over there?
There's a couple things, a lot of bad things, good things, but mainly I was just so I don't know if you saw me writing stuff down yesterday when you were saying, "Oh, we only have how many movies were you expecting to watch? One?"
Yeah.
Yeah, I wrote like a small little list. I'd be like, I don't know what you got, but like there's Sonic the Hedgehog, Fantastic Beasts, Doctor Strange, Unbearable Weight with Nicolas Cage. Nicolas Cage pretending to be Nicolas Cage. Come on.
I admit on that one, I've seen their previews and I was kind of like, I don't understand that fully, you know? I mean, I want to, but I don't, you know?
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, it's funny. I love it when an actor's playing themselves and they just get to have fun with it. Like I remember one time, what was it? Bruce Campbell. He made a movie about himself, and it was pretty funny. He had to stop some like ghost spirit inside a cave, but like a fan kidnapped him because he thought he was like a person that could fight evil and stuff like that. He's like, "I'm just an actor. What are you doing?"
Oh my God. That's the way to go. I mean, look, there's fun. I've recently seen Halo, which I highly recommend. If you haven't seen it already, go check it out. Have you seen it yet, Jesse?
I have not seen it yet, so I want to watch it this weekend. I recently got caught up on a started watching a show on Peacock called Resident Alien. That's what I've been watching so far. I don't know if you've heard of that one.
No, I haven't. No, I have no idea what to expect of that.
It's about an alien who crash lands on Earth and he's trying to find like his ship and stuff and he's trying to adapt to human life. So he's like he has like when he laughs he's like ha 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 ha. I told a joke or just something like that. He's just like very very blunt. It's pretty hilarious.
Okay, got it. All right. If you're on social media, let us know you're tuning in. Let us know where you're tuning in from, and let us know what it is you are excited to see. I will tell you there's some things I know I'm excited to see and talk about today. A little bit later on, we're going to be talking to Colleen Burns. She's going to share some innovations that are providing some good physical and mental health and well-being, including I know we kind of sprung it on some of you yesterday. I got a message from someone saying I could use that VR app where I can work out and do some pretty cool stuff with a little boxing at something. I would want something that would kind of like almost punch me back. That way it tests your reflexes, right? What? I was punched, so it's good to test, right?
Yeah, I could see that. Like if you get like pretending to fight, like if you get hit, electrocute you or something.
Yeah,
I
exactly. It's good to dodge. Bullets are flying everywhere in LA. I mean, it's a thing lately. A little bit later, also, we'll be talking to Emily Alabi, and she's on some of the episodes of Magnum PI, The Rookie. If you got a chance to see some of those good shows, you'll see all that and more. She's a really, really talented dancer, actress, and just a phenomenal lady. She was in the episodes of Selena, the series, and so I can tell you right now, great stuff and highly something to look out for. She performed as a dancer in the We Don't Talk About Bruno musical segment of the Oscars. So this is all very current, very new, and very recent. So we're going to take a quick little break. When we come back, we're coming back with somebody that you're going to be able to see on HBO Max. Yeah, that's right. You can see the 2022 Academy Award nominated short film. And I can't wait to talk about that. We're going to have Doreen Calderon next here on The Morning Show. Stay tuned to more right after these messages. Stay tuned.
Take KMET 1490 AM with you everywhere you go by downloading our free smartphone apps found on the KMET website, KMET1490am.com. You can also go to the Google Play Store or the Apple App Store on your phone to download the free app. Now you can listen live or play any of your favorite programmers' podcasts using your smartphone. Go to KMET1490am.com and download your free phone app today.
Live Now, every Friday morning at 9 o'clock on Smart Talk Radio. Dr. Hara offers profound wisdom, practical advice, daily exercises, and empowering predictions, all for you. Experience your own positive transformation as Dr. Hara personally guides you to the answers that you have been seeking. Live Now with Dr. Carmen Hara, every Friday morning at 9 o'clock Pacific Time on KMET Radio, podcast by SoundCloud.
Welcome back. Yes, it is the morning show here on ABC News Radio, KMET 1490 AM, and we're so excited for this next guest. First of all, when I say shorts, I say shorts in a good way, because sometimes people think, oh, it's a short, it's very easy to make, it doesn't take a lot, and I say, dude, you don't understand. A short, sometimes even more work is done on a short than other things. But you can see this now available on HBO Max. It was nominated in the Oscars, the 2022 Academy Awards, nominated for a reason. It's, you know, whenever they nominate shorts, I never really balk at them, although I do sometimes with the films that sometimes are selected. But I don't with the shorts, because they're always highly, highly, highly amazing. And joining us right now to talk about that is Doreen Calderon. Doreen, good morning. Welcome to the show.
Good morning, Aaron.
Yeah, so you know, look, I know you're an actress, you're a producer, you're so many things, because I could tell you just have so much in you right now. Riverdale, you were able to be in that. A lot of people obviously recognize you and all the things that you do. But I gotta ask, you know, when you got to be a part of this short, and to be able to put this all together, what was that experience like, especially to be nominated at the end of it? Because you don't do it to be nominated, you do it just to do it for fun, right?
Absolutely. You know, people have asked me, like, what advice would you give younger actors? And I always say, remember your why. Because if you're in it for the money or the fame, you're going to go down all these stupid roads. So this film was just another thing that I thought would be fun, that I wanted to experience. It wasn't, of course, a means to an end. If anything we do is a means to an end, in the arts or not, then we're going down the wrong road.
And again, please hold. You could check it out. It's one of a lot of really good nominated shorts. And this story is a story of a young man whose life is suddenly and inexplicably derailed as he finds himself at the mercy of automated justice, following Mateo as his life is derailed. What was the idea of putting this together to begin with?
Well, I came along for the ride. I mean, it was already done by KD and Levin, the writing team, and KD directed it. A Mexican-American woman, which I thought was pretty cool. So they had their own ideas about it. It started, I think they were talking about, like, don't you just get frustrated when you're on hold with an automated system and you can never talk to a human being? and then they just went from there.
All the time, right? Exactly. I hate it when that happens. And of course, being part of this and being part of something that is being recognized right now for, because we're all looking for stories that make sense, and stories that kind of push the boundaries of just our imagination and or discussions. What are you seeing with this particular one that people are kind of discovering? And how long is it?
It's 19 minutes.
Okay.
So it's not a big investment, but you're going to walk away with kind of reverberating of it. The reason why people, I think, identify with it so much is because of what I just talked about, because we've all experienced that automated system that we get looped into. But what it also covers, but not blatantly, maybe some is blatant, maybe some isn't, is racial profiling connected with facial recognition, connected to the privatization of prisons, and the AI, the artificial intelligence.
Got it. Okay. I do have questions about that because I want more of that. I'm not going to lie when it comes to people on the streets that get like, you've seen so many people get like, and they're like, we can't find the person, and they offer a reward, and people get blatantly like stabbed and or murdered on the streets, and I'm like, okay, that. But then there's a fine line, and then there's this justice system that kind of, I've seen camera systems, or I've seen like a fake Tom Cruise, and I'm like, how are they going to frame people? Have you seen that? Like they do it. There's this guy that like sounds like Tom Cruise, but they have this AI artificial intelligence that masks his face. We've all seen those like on Instagram and Snapchat, and I'm like, what if that happens next?
Well, what a lot of people don't know, and I think this is a great opportunity for the audience to start the discussion, is that facial recognition was not created with people of color in mind. So there's a lot of room for mistakes. And we see our hero, a brown man in Los Angeles, getting recognized.
That's no fun. I can tell you that right now, because sometimes we mistake each other for each other. There was a lady I almost went up to the other day at a comedy show, and I'm like, she reminded me of somebody else I met. Same type of makeup, same everything. And I was going to ask her, and I said, wait, that can't be her. So I confuse it all the time. But let's talk about, the fun part of acting. And I say this because, you're in a show, which I can tell you right now, certain family members say they love this show, Riverdale. I know it was a moment in time, but how fun of a moment was it for you?
Okay, this one blew my mind. This one was one for the history books because one of the first productions to reopen during. And I originally had this job to be one of the kids' grandmothers back like a week before the United States shut down. I didn't go to Vancouver. In August, they called me and they said, well, we had you on one episode, now we want you on two, and now we have you in Vancouver for 7 weeks.
Oh, wow.
So that was, yeah. So here it is, my first job, my first really time out of my apartment working something. So I'm on a plane, I'm in a hotel. I had to quarantine for 2 weeks in Canada. They were really strict. And then I had to do the episode, with my mask, not being able to, go to the crafty table or hang out, walking around. You had to stay in your trailer. So it was sad, but it was really cool because we did have table reads via Skype. So that was easy. And I got to see everybody, I think almost easier than if we were all around a table, because then you see everybody on the screen.
Yeah, you know what? Well, I love your excitement. I love your ability just to kind of appreciate the difference between, what it was, what it is, and what it's being, really. Because I tell people, hey, better to be safe than sorry and work another day than not work at all, right? So I'm sure, again, during that all, it must have been obviously alarming. And of course, everybody's, I know, like, people are getting tested before they do things, and there's a lot of new restrictions, and it costs a little bit more on each film. But when it comes to like projects like this, how cool is it to see it all the way through? Because I know some productions get made and they kind of get sat on the table, you know. But you've been a part of projects that get made and then get seen around the world.
Are we talking about the short film? Are we talking about Please Hold or? Yeah. So when it was announced that we were nominated on February 8th, I felt like I walked my apartment and the sidewalk had tilted. It was the world. I'm still in the world, but everything's just shifted. How does this happen? Let me tell you something about, we were one of 5 nominees. We were the only one from the United States. And what I found out, like we all know this, but we don't remember, those other countries, those other artists, filmmakers, they got funding from their government. This production, ours from the US, was Seed and Spark and donation from loved ones. So to see this scrappy production get nominated was mind-blowing. You don't know it when you're in it at all.
Yeah, and being part of something, and even like I say, you know, HBO Max, you know, you can get that pretty much everywhere, right? I've been asked by a few people, do I have it? I actually had it a while back, but because of this film being part of a huge selection of other films, I'm gonna go ahead and get it. What part of HBO Max is it that we could find it? Is it like in the shorts category? Do they have a shorts category? You can tell I don't have HBO Max right now.
No, I think they actually labeled it like Academy Award. If you type in, you do the search, Oscar nominee 2022, Oscar nominee short, or just put in the title, Aaron, Please Hold.
Easy breezy. I'm gonna do that, and I love that it's part of that you're a part of it. I love the fact that you are taking time out of your day to be with us. I will say you've got a great team here, including Eric Lopez, John Alton. Let's see, you of course, Daniel Edward Mora. What can you say about because El Contratista? I know we've talked about that here on the show in the past, which Daniel's been a part of. So what can you say about your co-stars as well, and working with them?
Well, the way it was set up was the only person I got to act with was Daniel. And what I loved about it was the audition process, because by the time we got on set, I kind of felt a little neglected, like that's it. But what the director did, what KD did, what she did was she honed everything in the callback. And that's what was so enjoyable. Daniel and I got to play together. Then she mixed us with different other people and just back and forth and back and forth. And I'm like, I get to play here. And like improv is my thing. So when I was in the midst of the callback, I thought I had a day to play. And if I don't get cast, I'm good. But I got cast.
Yeah, you sure did. I know. I love Daniel. Daniel's always a great just guy on the carpet, and we've had him we've interviewed him a few times, and he's just very how do I say it, he's so unassuming. You would see him like at a taco truck or a place, and he'd be like, hey, what's up? And nobody knows, he does all this great stuff behind the scenes, and he's part of some great projects. So I'm glad you got to work with him. I know he's a great guy. He's a great, just all around human being. You as well, and obviously the entire team. What's next?
What's next? Well, I got a couple of little roles. One with Maya Rudolph, that should be in the summer. She's got a new thing coming out. Another one with a little scene with Woody Harrelson in, I can't even really talk about, a major live streaming channel that's coming out probably in the summer, maybe the end of the summer. And I just shot something for Hulu where I actually play something a woman who looks like me never would have been cast in 10 years ago. And I just loved it. And then in the fall, I've got a horror film coming out, a feature film with one of America's beloved horror cult icons. Can't name it yet.
Got it. Okay. Well, I can't wait for your film, because I feel like there's a film that you're ready to like get your hands on, because you got a great cast of people that you can obviously tap into. Can you give us a hint what you want to do yourself?
Oh, this sounds so cliche, but for the first time in my life, I'm writing a script, basically on a dare. This was like on a lark, and I'm in the midst of it, and it's all about assumptions and expectations of people have towards someone that looks like me.
Okay, all right. I can't wait to see it. I'm looking forward to it. Of course, we'll have you back. We'll reach out to your team, and I want to say big congratulations on all that you guys are doing out there. Keep it up. We need more entertainment. I'm running shy on movies. Jesse knows what I'm talking about. It's like how many movies are out. You know, we've already seen a few. It's like how many can you rent? You know, so this is new, good, great content for the entire family. So thank you very much for spending time with us. We'll see you around the corner, and congratulations on all you're doing. Oh, and how can we follow you?
Instagram, Doreen_Calderon. It's my name.
There it is. Doreen Calderon. Go check it out. Thank you very much. We'll spend time with you around the corner, and congratulations.
Thank you, Aaron.
All right. We'll be right back with more right after these messages. Stay tuned.
Did you want the music? Did you want to talk with your future? Okay. So you want the music? Okay.
Betray. Ruth Tunnicliffe shares her true tale. From submissive to survivor, then thriver. Now living a proud, purposeful life. As an optimistic, inspiring, peaceful woman, to self-trust, confidence, and to love, honor, and betray. A sincere, honest letter to herself.